But there has been a lot of competition. There's proliferation of channels. What makes Zee so successful in a market that is so fragmented with so many players trying to do so many things?
One is that we have tried to continue to build the brand in various kind of aspects of the life. So it touches people in every. We want to catch them whatever time we can catch them. So we have a network of almost 40 stations in India at the moment, and in 8 different languages. So that makes it a household thing. Of course, when competition comes, everybody has their own strategy, but we are keeping Zee TV, the main brand, as a family viewing network, which is very clean. So that makes it uniquely placed, and though we have for youth different brand like Ant TV and other things. So we are almost commanding about 19% of the eyeballs of India. And beyond that, it is financially so successful because internationally, the South Asian diaspora watches it. Plus, for last 5 years, we are going in one by one foreign languages from our own programming. Latest being the German language program or network we launched in Germany.
Speaking to your globalization in this industry, can you talk a little bit about which have been the toughest markets to enter, and what have you kind of learned from it that everyone else can benefit from as you enter new markets?
Toughest is, of course, the so-called father of market economy, United States of America. I've been struggling there for 6 years with the health and wellness network, Zee Living, and I've been able to get only in 40 million homes as against 110 million homes. Difficult to get distribution, difficult to penetrate in that market.
How has the news media changed in the time that you've been in the space?
First and foremost, Professor, news media in India, particularly television, has so many stations that you cannot even imagine. And I even can't count them. So that apart, but there is a lot of negativism which has creeped into the news in India. Including ours also, partly. But I'm trying to say to my colleagues that let us listen to our consumer what they want. So listening to them, we are trying to do the course correction. Because I went myself sitting into the houses of the viewers, what do they think of news television? And they told us, you're all sold out. Sab bike hue ho. But at the same time, they said, you are the only hope also we have. So both very drastic contradictions, but so since then we are correcting it.
Switching gears, you have your own TV show, Dr. Subhash Chandra channel. I mean, can you help us understand the motivation behind it and why has it been so well received?
This is called DSC show. We have a tradition in our family from 90 years, as I'm told, must have been before also, that 10% of the profit you have to give for good causes. 2 years ago, I was sitting with my father in my ancestor home. We were just chatting, and he asked me that, are you continuing that tradition? I said, yes. We are doing it. My next generation also is seemingly into it. They will also continue. Just innocuously asked me, what about your experience? I said, experience, वो तो नहीं बांटा तुमने. You didn't share that. I said, yes, वो तो नहीं share किया. वो भी तो, that's also your income. So that was the trigger, and I started thinking and thinking till one day I was in Europe and I saw some motivational show. So I said, let me try this if it works in India. So it was an experiment. We said we will do it 3 months, and if it doesn't work, which was more likely that it will not work. But somehow people are liking it, and it is benefiting people.
From when have you been thinking about philanthropy and charitable work? Walk us through your journey on giving.
The giving has been in the genes, as I said, that from 90 years the family has been following this tradition of giving 10%. And as a 8-10 years old, I used to sometime total up the books sitting and while learning with the grandfather in the shop. And they had a ledger account of philanthropy. So they knew that 10% of this year's profit we have to give. But you don't know in the beginning of the year, and particularly when you are in a trading business, how much profit or loss you will have. But from day one when you are giving, whether 100 rupees or 1,000 rupees or 10,000 rupees, they kept debited on the other debit side. I have not seen any year when the total of the debit was bigger than the credit. So profits were more than 10% of what you have given throughout the year. So that taught me one thing, that more you give, more profits you will have. So it's a profitable thing to give.
You've had such a long, illustrious career. You've learned so much along the way. If there were 2 or 3 things that you'd like every viewer of this video to walk away with as leadership lessons?
Well, I think this is what I was saying when somebody in the University of East London thought that they would want to give me honorable doctorate for management, which I had not studied. These things were, number one is have faith in yourself and your ability to succeed. Number 2 is that you should live in the present. I would say is that eat, drink and sleep with the problem what you have.
Thank you very much for your time. It's been thoroughly enjoyable listening to you.
Thank you, Professor.
You're a great person.
Thank you.
Enjoyed it.
Thank you.
अगर आप भी डॉक्टर सुभाष चंद्रा शो में भाग लेना चाहते हैं या कोई सवाल पूछना चाहते हैं तो हमें ईमेल करें। हमारा ईमेल आईडी है dsc@zmedia.slgroup.com या आप अपने सवाल हमें SMS भी कर सकते हैं। बस टाइप कीजिए DSC स्पेस अपना सवाल और भेज दीजिए 57575 पर।